Welcome to our channel, where we share stories and experiences that are both informative and thought-provoking. In today's video, we'll be sharing a nurse's encounter with a 68-year-old man and the strange and unsettling experience she had during her visits to his home. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that subscribe button, now! Okay, let's begin. Something. Smell. There was a 68-year-old man with an infected foot ulcer. I would go and clean his wound, bandage it, and then give him an antibiotic. I saw him 3 times a week. I know his foot will probably be amputated because it's not healing. The doctor has already told him that his foot has to go or the infection will get worse. But he didn't give the doctor permission to have his foot amputated. He said he would rather die than have his foot cut off. We can't do anything, so we can only clean his foot and give him an antibiotic. During the day, his son and grandchildren are at work or school, so only he is at home. I usually went to see him at 10 in the morning. I remember the first time I will see him. The son told me that the door of him is those locks that could be opened by hitting 4 numbers. He told me the code so that I can open the door myself instead of his father coming to open it because of his father's foot. I got there and rang the bell to let the grandfather know I'm there so I won't scare him. After that, I enter in the code and open the door. When I first walked in, the whole house had a rotten smell. I know this smell comes from the grandfather's foot ulcer. It smells like rotten meat. I saw a grandmother sitting on the couch in the living room, but the television wasn't on. A greeting to the grandmother. I know the grandfather is in his room because his foot hurts and he can't walk. I went to his room and he was in bed listening to radio. When he saw me, he waved and got up to sit on the side of the bed. I gave him some painkillers, and after that I started cleaning his wound and then bandaged it up. I give him some antibiotics before I go. 2 days later, I went to his house again. When I walked in, I saw that the grandfather was in his wheelchair and was out sunbathing in the garden. I see it through the sliding glass door. His house still smells like rotten meat. I went down the hall and saw the grandmother sitting on the bed in the bedroom. I said, "Hi, how are you?" She didn't return the greeting, but that's okay. I'm just there to see the grandfather. I went out to see the grandfather. When I arrived, I said hello and that I'm there to clean the wound and give him some medicine. When we were outside, there was no smell of rotting meat. I've unwrapped his wound, and it doesn't smell like rotten flesh. As nurses, we have to smell the wound. So I tried to smell it, and there is no smell. The wound doesn't actually look that bad. I thought to myself that maybe we are outside, and that's why I can't smell it. As I bandaged the grandfather's wound, I asked if his wife was okay. The grandfather said, "Who? Are you talking about my wife? Oh, she died about a month ago?" When I heard that, I was double thinking if that was her earlier. But I need to clarify, so I asked him who else is staying at home with him. It was then that the grandfather said that he was the only one at home. Now I felt goosebumps all over my body. Later, when I had a chance to talk to the grandfather's son on the phone, he confirmed that the grandmother had died about a month ago after suffering an acute stroke. 3 weeks later, the grandfather's foot became infected in his bones. He still refuses to let the doctor cut off his foot to save his life. The bacteria got into his bloodstream and his kidneys shut down. They took him to the hospital, and after 4 days he died. Some people believe that when you die and start to rot, if people view your spirit in awe, your spirit will smell like your decaying body. That's how some people believe things. In my case of treating the grandfather, I know the rotten smell didn't come from his wound. It was from the grandmother of the house. She had just died a month ago. Perhaps her spirit still smells like her decomposing body in the underground coffin. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found it interesting, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Let us know in the comments if you've ever had a similar experience or if you believe in the idea of spirits carrying the scent of their decomposed body after death. Until next time, take care.